I am.
These pointy things
Always.
are ears, you know.
And always watching.
Oh, God.
Right. Well, that might be something to suggest to the captain whenever he gets back. What do those urban types like to do around here?
I wouldn't know, since my skin color is so light. Superb societal commentary.
Yeah. What do you like to do for fun? Apply for loans and get accepted?
Oh, God.
Holy shit. It took me a second. I was like,
Savage.
first I thought you were just making a joke about my character being boring. That's a low blow. I was like, oh my.
I'm so sorry.
No,
That's good shit.
So.
And that is the cartographer guy.
Yep. As he kind of sits down, you notice that he wasn't really a short human. You could tell, though very odd. He's going around barefoot, though it looked like shoes for a moment. You realize they're just extremely hairy and that he's a halfling. Kind of sits down, sets out one of the maps. It looks like kind of more of a open fields and partially forested areas before what looks like very dense brush, kind of freshly inked from other mixtures. It looks like large pools of water, and from the position of the map, even though looking upside down, you can tell that it kind of connects with the swamp in the north and all the way to the jungles, and then kind of a few other blank spots just above that haven't been fully explored.
I guess I would pick up my drink, seeing him sitting down there, and go walk over to his table.
He nods to you like, "Ah, good evening. What might your name be?"
She lets out a very loud belch.
How long can you hold it for?
The name's Keshi. What do you got there? Looking at his maps.
Oh, these are some of them. Other areas that I've been exploring further north and deeper into the west. I've been trying to map out some of the mountains and how deep the jungle goes. Getting a better idea of what could be forested and how far we can go with it.
Is there any money in that?
A great deal so far. Though protection is not cheap, I would admit, but definitely in these unknown lands it's safer to have protection than nothing at all. The Knight Commander here has been very generous with the vouchers that he's been giving me, but he also likes to know the lay of the land much better in detail than not knowing anything at all, so he could defend the people here better.
So you hire people to protect you, is what you're saying, while you're out and about?
Of course. I can't be running around drawing maps and then suddenly being gnawed on by some giant beast.
Ah, well, I just so happen to, and she lifts her giant two-handed mace and drops it on his table, probably fucking up, knocking over quills and shit.
Yeah,
and
he quickly grabs onto an inkwell that almost tips over.
And you see her big mace, it still has the Sahagin brains on it, or Koatoas, or whatever the fuck those things were.
Oh god.
And she's like, I happen to be in the business of protecting.
Yeah, I hit a couple rats with this thing earlier. Really get it dirty.
I could see you got quite the brute strength about you and the weapon to prove it. He kind of covers his face and as he kind of could smell the fish brains on the meat.
Yeah, it's ripe. It's very ripe.
By the way, my name is Hula.
Well,
Who?
I Fuck, I was gonna make a shitty pun. Well now, if there's gold, it is a pleasure to make your acquaintance.
Well, pleasure's all mine, but right now, unfortunately, the most I could deal is in vouchers.
Right. The
But-
vouchers.
But if we do find gold or anything of interest, I'd be very glad to let you keep it as good payment.
Yeah, I prefer something a little more real. Your trade papers are no good here.
It's understandable. I mean, a woman of your stature could clearly attest to some gold.
Yes, gold bars will do just fine.
Oh, either way, when
I guarantee you won't find better protection out here.
I'll be setting down to finish these maps tonight, but I will surely hope to find you when I can. When I plan to set out.
Oh yeah, I got some others with me. She like points back to the two which you kind of forgot about.
Argent scowls at you.
Puck just kind of sits there like, I don't think she was focused on us.
I will scowl nonetheless.
You know, I'm kind of rolling with them. I'm not sure if they want to travel with me, but I'll talk to them and get back to you, Hula.
He tips his hat, and I'll be glad to hear from you. I know I'll be traveling a little further up north. It'll be a little frigid in some areas, maybe, but not too bad. A little sparse, I believe.
Are you saying I'm a little underdressed? And she like looks down, kind of bending forward a little in her massive top. Need a bigger coat, you think?
He kind of like adjusts his collar. Yes, I'm fairly sure I'd, be able to keep you warm if needed in that travel, but I've heard of orcs' durability. I would trust
Oh
you.
no, it's coming. The robot apocalypse is coming for Josh.
The halfling's actually
like-
a robot.
I just imagine him like stuttering and not making any sense at this point.
Yeah.
Keshi just smiles and like starts to walk away while like slowly pulling her two-handed mace off the table. It makes like a very heavy dragging sound as it just fucking drags on the table.
God, just leaves that huge gouge mark. Oh God.
And Olivia's not gonna like you.
Fuck. Good thing I
Alright,
got
she's already
information.
been giving me the dirties.
Yeah, she kind of turns around, and is like, she gives the hula like his
What?
drink and everything.
They don't make tables like they used to. That wouldn't even withstand a one bar fight. What do you do for fun around here, for fuck's sake? She just looks kind of pissed off now. Anyways, boy, Flora, that man over there, well, half man, wanted to offer us a job if we're interested and if the captain's interested. Guarding him while he does scouting and exploration. Seems like there's quite a few opportunities in this. I wanted to say town, but I mean, we'd all have a good laugh.
Ha ha ha. All sounds well and good, but I guess we have to wait for the captain to come back from wherever he went.
Yes, he is taking quite a long time. I hope he didn't get accosted by someone trying to sell him meth. Just kidding.
Because he's black?
So,
I'm just kidding. I don't see.
speaking of the captain, Well, Nick,
Captain.
you do manage to find what seems to be the Fletcher. Seems to have a good barrel of arrows, freshly made, as well as 2 others kind of set behind him as he constantly works his fingers around a few fresh carved branches and straightens them and starts winding twine and arrow feathers around and affixing the arrowheads.
Are we the men, huh? Okay. Gotta know that it's a men before I go in.
If it's a man or a woman.
I wish to walk towards them.
That would be this person right here.
Where? Let me zoom out. This one right there?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Noodle! Hopscotch! Noodle! Hopscotch!
Just grab them both. There. Alright.
Okay.
As you start to walk in, she doesn't even break her motion of work, as she just kind of like quickly takes a knife and shaves off the small twigs off the branches and just looks to you as like, pets, stay outside.
That's fine. I just have Noodler sit right there. Evening. Is it evening? By the way? Yeah, it's evening. Yes, I remember this. Evening.
Good evening.
Are you the Fletcher here? Obvious to me, but he's gonna ask.
Yes, I'm the Fletcher and some more of the finer woodwork. Name's Visra. How may I help you?
I was looking for somebody who might help me acquire more of these, and I pull out basically like a lance.
As you God. as you take out one of your fucking arrows, she glances it up and down, kind of looks to the one arrow. Oh, I must say it's an impressive size, but do you really kill anything with that?
You'd be surprised how well things stick to walls when you use one of these.
Either way, I guess men always like to have bigger things.
Wait, she said that to a black elf.
That is racist.
I assume you need me to make more of these. As she kind of starts sizing out some branches that seem kind of more to the size of your mini javelins.
Yes, that would be.
How many
Very
are you
much
looking
appreciated.
for?
Let me see how many I have. Oh god, how many did I start with? I think like.
If you didn't buy any, probably 20.
I bought some. I find my.
Awesome.
I had 60 right now.
Why are you even buying arrows? You used like 4.
I used 7. I'd like to have extra. I'll keep them somewhere else.
So buy like another 20.
Another 20, yeah. How much for 20 of them?
Same as the rest. Getting branches like this is easy with the lumber mill, not so far. It would be 1 gold in vouchers, so if you have actual gold. She kind of writes out the order and sets a number aside beside all the branches.
I have the 1 gold for you.
She kind of raises an eyebrow and looks at you. Yeah. Well, here's the work order. If you come back in about an hour or so, I'll have it ready for you.
Thank you.
She quickly takes gold and pockets it in the front leather vestings that she has on while she's working. You can see just completely covered in different mixtures of wood chips, sawdust, and other carpentry.
Things of her trade.
Mhm.
And then I will take my leave. I shall return within the hour.
But be sure to keep your pet outside.
Of course.
I assume you go back to the tavern.
I guess kind of like if this door isn't closed, I kind of just look in.
Alright. So, it is open.
Oh. Are they fucking?
As you
Yes.
pass by, you see two tieflings. One man kind of dressed very, very fine clothing, smoking his cigar, a very finely made hat and soft velvet and silk clothing, and almost a robe-like coat. The other tiefling beside him, kind of dressed up a little more, in a very show-offy fashion. Could tell it's supposed to be more appealing towards some of the sailor types, even though her thighs are quite clearly in sight. And you do see them talking to Sylvia. Sounds kind of like a business dealing of kind of opening up her business here and them investing with her here, as well as the other very strange, very overly dressed human that has kind of a odd tip pointed hat with a mini cloak around her, kind of just chuckling and laughing. Looks like she has some kind of odd bag of stones. The most you could tell is there's some kind of residium that's kind of set out on the table. Well, it seems like they're discussing from bits and pieces you grab onto her opening up this personal owned shop from the two tieflings as her tattoo parlor, as well as the what you can assume is probably a person who deals with some of the residium that goes through this area, investing some of her own ores and stuff and getting part of the profits as well. Just to get her off the ground as she starts again. Though you can admire the fine backside of the female tiefling from this angle.
I do. And I walk on. If I was spotted by Sylvia, I'll give that wave as I go on.
She does. She kind of waves as you go by.
That is
You're in.
Captain. I'm in! Hurrah! Noodle!
Noodle Panther! Noodle Panther!
Fuck!
As they collide with the doors, they both try to walk through at the same time. Panther just does like that dog trick where he like fucking shoves the back of your leg and it makes you almost fall.
I'm going in and you're gonna fucking like it!
There you are.
Why is your eye bleeding, Flora?
I don't remember.
No.
I know I put it there for a reason, but I do not know what it was.
Might have to do with Olivia giving you the fucking eye.
Oh!
Yes, perhaps.
I've wandered the town, checked up on my brethren.
Yes.
Yeah, they're doing quite well. Quite well. Jandrin might even have himself a lady for the night.
Well,
Weird, right? I know.
yeah. I'm trying to picture it in my mind, but
I could.
they must be desperate in this town.
Oh God. Now, Jandrin's quite all right. He's packing, if you know what I mean.
Did you not see his street appeal?
His street appeal. He's
Well-
one of those things, you know.
Yeah.
Anyways,
I tell you about the job. offer.
Did he hear about the job offer? Are
We'll
your ears
definitely,
open to knowledge?
I will definitely consider this.
Seems like
After
there's
we-
quite a bit of work to do around here. I'm just
Yeah.
eager to make some coin.
Definitely. I just wish to check the keep first, or what is beginnings, I believe. And then we'll go
Noble
from there.
aspirations there, Captain.
At least for now. We just got here.
Haven't kissed the boots of the higher-ups yet.
Oh, makes
What?
a,
Did
it's
I?
gonna make a face.
Did I strike a nerve?
I mean, we've got to
I
start
respect
somewhere.
the societal ladder at least a little bit, Kashi.
I missed what you said. What?
I mean, we got to start somewhere.
No,
We wanna get a foothold.
I was just saying, you need to respect the societal ladder at least a little bit.
I'm a big fan of breaking those rules and those boundaries. But
Some would
I'll
say
go.
you're even a little bit chaotic.
I'll go along with it. I will keep my eye out for anything of interest.
I was approached.
By a meth dealer? No, I'm just kidding.
Yes, it was a meth dealer. How'd you know?
You want
I
some
want to
glass,
say
man?
just
I was approached by an odd fellow. I was also offered a different kind of dealing. I told him we'd also consider that at a different time.
I've done that before. Those videos they make that doesn't pan out. Trust me.
Oh, did you sign an agreement to get at least 90% of the earnings?
Yeah, it turns out they pay you in Starbucks gift cards, so it's pretty much worthless.
Oh, unfortunate.
Yeah.
Starbucks sucks.
Sorry, I'm just in a fucking weird mood tonight.
It's perfect.
Well, shall we head out now, or should we wait?
I mean, it is night, so
It's approaching night.
should probably get rest.
I'm eager for a real bed. Never quite get used to sleeping on a ship.
Olivia kind of overhears this. Lowers like, we do have some rooms available here.
Do you have any beds of sturdy construction? She'll say while like looking at the shitty table with like the mace grinding dent in it.
Yes. We have very sturdy beds. You can tell she kind of looks nervous at what you're really asking, but they're extremely thick and sturdy and very able to hold up even against a person in full plate if needed.
Well, what's his name? Oh, you're talking about the bed. Okay, I'll take it.
She's like, right.
Okay.
I think I've had
Now,
a few too of these, and she'll hoist her mug of ale.
scratching my clothes.
Oh, I'm sure there's plenty of company that wouldn't mind. You could tell, like, Olivia's, like, beat red at this point.
Oh, she must be new to the job. I believe sexual harassment is a requirement
Oh,
What?
for a serving wench.
it's true. Not enough of the younger knights have gotten in here yet.
I don't think they brought the culture like that with them yet.
Why is my controller on here? It doesn't make sense.
It's where you left it.
Ah! Oh!
So,
Winky face!
Oh my god.
Captain, if you're not going to retire to the boat, want to split the
Oh god.
cost?
Five
hold on.
foot steps out of the room slowly.
Hold on. Dog hair. Anyways. Unfortunately, I appreciate that offer, but I'm going to decline. I don't feel comfortable yet on land.
Well, when you get your land legs, maybe we could test out the construction of these
God.
beds.
Run! Man. It's just like...
Expeditious retreat.
Oh no!
I
Like, I'm
used
just
my
kidding.
half-orc racial furious assault.
No!
Critical hit, critical hit, critical!
Quick!
I wish
Use the
to
drow
keep...
racial dark fire.
I wish to keep my pelvis, so I'm going to go now.
Doesn't have con for this.
I don't have the constitution to keep up with that horse poon. That orc poon.
She's an orcs.
Oh my god. Oh my fucking god.
I'm sorry, I do real things.
That was awesome. I was
God.
thinking, I was like, soup?
Fucking Christ.
No more soup is too much for me. But anyways, I'm tired from today's dealings.
Aye, aye, Captain. Yeah, do you have a cool hat, by the way? Like a captain's hat?
No.
Ah,
Let's go buy him a hat.
yeah. Seriously, that.
Actually, I don't know. No. We can't go buy a hat like that. We have to take it from somebody else who's already bought the hat.
There was a
Yeah.
hat in the past. But
Definitely, not enough corpse looting. I agree, boy.
What?
Let's
My
find someone to
hand.
kill. Take their hat.
What the fuck? Gosh, it's been an hour, right?
Is this how we act? We just... We're supposed to kill people and take their hats?
You'll understand when you're older.
Is this life on the street?
Get some rest.
I think I will. One room with a lockable door, please.
These are rough streets.
We do have door bars on the back for better privacy, but unfortunately no locks yet.
Oh no. At least I'm fully aware while I'm sleeping. Here's the money for your food. Excuse
Oh
me.
my god!
Oh god. Oh, he's cornering himself. Perfect.
No.
My hand!
He sleeps in the corner. So, Felnak, you see Visra notices immediately as you hear, "Ah, you're back. Good." She quickly takes out the bundle tied up with a simple hempen twine and hands it over. Well, I'm sure I'll probably be seeing a fair amount more of you. Name's Visra.
I am Belknack. Thank you. I'm gonna inspect these and I'm not gonna take them out of the bundle, but I'm just do that.
The quick glance over the bundle. You can see that even though they were done quickly, they're done perfectly. That she's been quite masterfully making wood crafts and other arts like this very, very easily in a good portion of her life, probably. The twine is extremely tight. Doesn't look like anything's actually loose on it.
Nice. Nice. These are well made.
You expected anything else? Of course an elf knows how to make an arrow. Most humans can't even begin.
Back where I was from, we got really shoddy arrows. Some didn't fly straight.
She looks you up and down, like, can't say I'm surprised, being underground most of your life.
I wish I was underground most of my life.
Huh. A drow that hasn't been underground most of his life. How odd. Well, either way, I have work to be done. Off
Yes.
with you.
Oh. I look forward to seeing you again. So long.
Just kind of gives like a dismissive and very arrogant nod.
Good. I'll come back and kill her later. No.
In the top right of his game, you can see the quick saving.
The quick save.
Kills her, takes on the ship.
Where did you fucking butcher this?
I'm
going back.
Fletcher now.
Nick, do I know that Argent has knowledge of Residium or no? Otherwise, I'll just like keep that to
I mean,
myself.
I'm a wizard, so maybe. I don't know. I mean, technically, I can't even use rituals. That's fucking good old Flora, right there.
Okay, I'll just keep that
I
to
know
myself
what
for
it
now
is,
then.
but, you know,
I know you know what it is.
I'm just gonna keep pointing at Flora aggressively.
Oh god, that spooked the fuck out of me. Fucking nip. Anyway. I return to my ship.
So, as you return, you do hear a bit of noise from below in the hold. You see Ilmar's kind of tucked away, sleeping happily. He's got a half-empty bottle corked, but he's already fast asleep.
Okay.
You,
Okay.
But no, you can definitely tell Jondred's got something.
Got something going on?
Yeah.
I don't want to interrupt the man.
Don't rock the boat, baby. Rock the boat.
It's already getting rocked hard enough, man. So, through fairly noisy night for that time being.
My man.
I would imagine everyone kind of just beds down. Well,
Does anybody else have any business before the night end?
I would like to talk to Olivia.
oh god. All right.
Uh-oh.
She,
Uh-oh.
at this point, Hula's kind of gone off and packed up all his maps and stuff. It's kind of just you and Olivia, and I imagine Kesh kind of sit down for the night, unless she does anything else.
I'll be back up in 4 hours.
Yeah.
I sleep.
So Olivia gets like really tense as she kind of hears your footfalls approaching.
I mean, I'll walk up, I'll give her like a slight bow and be like, my thanks for your services for my companions. I do not need a room myself, but I will be happy to watch over the bar during the night for you.
I would appreciate that. I know some of the soldiers tend to try and come in and sneak a few drinks here and there.
I will see to it that they do not. And she leans down a bit so that cutting the height difference a little, and then just kind of whispers, "Do not touch my dolls, Mutt, and I will tell no one."
What?
She's you could see her like start visibly sweating at this point. She's like, I'm not sure what you mean.
She won't say anything else, but she'll just stand back up straight and move over to the corner.
At this point, she literally watches you all the way to the corner, even for a few moments after you turn around. And then quickly starts cleaning up the kitchen to go upstairs for the night. Oh my god. So, other than the few noises of jovial people kind of making a little bit of ruckus here and there, mostly closer to the docks and occasionally coming in and out of the 3-story inn, the sun kind of crests over. little chilly on the ocean front this morning, but starts to warm up very quickly.
Last night, what's the perception DC to hear Jondren getting laid?
Probably an 8, not even a 10.
Damn,
Oh, wow,
that's easy.
That's within my passive perception.
Yeah. She's a screamer.
Ooh.
I mean, he took out his longbow.
Turns out she's a real bow eater.
Oh,
Turns out she's a boa constrictor.
she could take the whole shaft.
She can't do that. Shoot her or something.
God. So, in the morning, Ilmar's kind of shoring up some of the sails, making sure nothing comes loose, double checking and nodding. Jondren probably comes up later with his compatriot, and bids her goodbye and kind of gives her a kiss and hopes to says you can overhear him saying like hope to see you around town some more.
The town bicycle leaves the boat once more.
Everyone takes a ride. At this point, you could hear the inn start getting a little noisier. Flora, you saw Olivia kind of come down. She hesitantly walked down the stairs as she saw you're still here and didn't even really move, and starts up the breakfast and other mixtures of food. You can see what looks like a kind of a nice mixture of scrambled eggs and cream cheese mixed together to kind of make like them more more fluffier and tangy. Oh god. At this point,
Josh, have you actually eaten that before?
yes,
Is it good?
it's actually really good.
I've never heard of that.
It's
but
almost
alright.
it's almost like souffle style.
Oh wow.
It's like fluffy stuff. It's super good.
Huh.
Little cream cheese in there. Ooh. Mix them in and then cook them together at the same time. So, for most of that, she scrambles them all together. You can tell different soldiers and patrons kind of quickly passing by, grabbing a bowl, quickly leaving after kind of scarfing it down and running out for the day's grind of their chores and other things that need to get done. I would imagine at this point everyone's kind of waking up as the town's now starting to be in full motion.
Teleports outside.
Mm-hmm.
Whoosh.
I'd probably eat and start headed towards the boat. Go find the captain.
I guess I'll do the same thing.
And Velnak, Raziel didn't really seem to mind the woman. He was kind of just meh.
Alright. I feel like animals would know shit. I wouldn't understand it. I'd be like, oh, that's weird. She's a nice lady.
I usually have a sixth sense about that stuff. Makes sense.
Okay, no, that's cool with me.
He didn't really seem to mind her.
Alright.
The town harlot.
No.
Yes, TD machine.
Yes. And you get an STD, and you get an STD, and you get an STD. I'll just stack her in there for now.
Yeah, do these STDs stack?
Yes. Herpetogonosyphilis, man. Don't forget.
Well, everything is short up. While they're taking care of their shit. Trying to look at them and see. Jonathan, Ilra. We start our business today.
Show you
First.
company.
Yes. We go to the keep today. And we'll decide on where we go from there. The others have found various things that might be of interest. Yeah, she had spoken to, I believe it was a map maker.
She also tried to fuck me.
She also tried to fuck me.
No. You don't understand. She was just attempting to test out the weight limits of the beds.
She tried to fuck me, guys.
She was trying to help out the town, man.
She's just trying to help the town get better beds. I couldn't do it. I want my pelvis.
I would break before the bed would.
I would break. The bed would stay.
Will it blend?
It's crazy. Anyways, but yes, we'll go to the keep first, and then if seems less, we might do the escort.
Alright.
And then I give John an elbow.
He's got a huge fucking smile. He's like, oh yeah. This is extremely good, Captain. Haven't had any in so long.
I got this.
Had some before? What did you do before we were on the slave ship?
I mean, it was the other Captain. And trust me, she's not fun.
That's weird. Don't tell me about this again.
Don't tell me about this again.
We'll talk to NPC. Don't mention this again.
And maybe get close. You can help over there. Look at him shoring up some lines. Help your brother out. Help your brother out.
Yes, sir. So, imagine everyone kind of arrives at the ship as daybreak's at full now. Docks seem a little busy, but still quiet, seeing how it's early morning. A lot of the sailors having a late night, kind of working off their hangover from the previous day that they built up.
Never let your hangover accumulate.
It's true. So, where do you guys plan to head to the keep?
I plan to head to the keep.
Have I met up with them yet?
Well, everybody's meeting up at the ship currently, yeah.
Yeah.
I was gonna say, Captain, shouldn't we leave someone with the boat? You're just gonna leave it unguarded?
We did last night.
I mean,
You guys all slept on the boat.
I mean, we were also in the town for quite some time.
Well, it's your boat.
Damn it, this puts doubts in my mind. Josh, are there any other people who guard boats here?
Fair amount of the town guard, if you wish them to do so. Probably, you would assume between the payment that they probably have, because you do see the town guard patrolling regularly.
So, like in the ruby that was handed over, I think guards, security services included.
paid them for a week. We didn't pay them an entire ruby for like a lifetime.
They paid us a ruby, do everything.
Just make sure that ship doesn't even fucking get touched by rain, dude.
18 umbrellas, put it over it!
But sir, no questions!
More! If they don't have anything, I'm going to go to, fuck, what was his name?
The thief guy.
Not the thief guy.
Frederick?
Do I need to make another Nick
Yeah.
records the entirety of every single session? I remember I did that for Waterdeep.
Ah, no, I
made
found it.
Retarded session recap.
Yeah, I'm gonna go to Frederick.
Definitely, I think with all these colorful NPCs, we'll need a name list.
Okay. But,
I go see Frederick.
you can see him. He's, very, very tired looking. You can see...
Did we name the ship?
Not yet.
Oh, no.
You can tell he's been up all night selling meth to random people.
But you see Frederick. He looks like he's got a very, very large cup of tea, half a lemon already squeezed in, and what looks like to be a jar of honey as he's kind of like nibbling.
No, you can't do that. You can't put that in random places in other campaigns. I can't.
Oh, fuck. As he's like nibbling on what looks like some cookies and probably part of his breakfast. Good morning. How can I help you today?
Hello. I was looking to see if there'd be any kind of security from my ship that I could purchase.
All boats that paid the docking fees, we make sure to have patrols go up and down. If you're looking for some of the town guard to stay aboard, so you don't have to worry about your cargo, it'd just be another gold extra to have them stay aboard and make sure nobody gets anything from it.
I'll do that. I'll hand over the gold for that.
Oh,
It's just worth.
which ship would this be, good sir?
Other fuck. Does it? No, shouldn't it be named prior?
Yeah,
What was it named?
the Eviscera.
Well, the Eviscera?
That's its slave name.
Nah, it's still gonna be the Eviscera. We'll never change it.
I mean, traditionally boats had the name like on it,
Yeah.
and to rename it, you had to like paint over it.
Oh, we're not paying over. That's a whole shit.
Yeah, it's on the back there.
The Eviscera. Yes.
We jacked that car.
We
Yeah,
did
how
jack
do you
the
think he got followed so easily?
car. Shut up, dude!
We made it, didn't we? Gosh.
I mean, we fucking made it, dude.
And
As he kind of hears you speak that, he's like, "Oh, it's quite a fearsome name."
are we there, or is it just the captain?
I would imagine you went with him.
Ah,
Duh.
Ah. I see.
Cool.
and who is this?
Frederick.
Frederick?
Dog
Captain?
keeper man nigga.
Oh,
You
it's
actually
the
went.
doc-
Yeah, you went to him before I did.
Okay, I thought this was the Thieves Guild guy.
No, I don't know where they are.
You,
Oh, okay.
you do see him. He kind of smiles at you as you kind of walk in, seeing what the captain's doing, and back again so soon. May I help you, young lady? Is it an issue?
She kind of walks up right beside Velnak and puts her arm around his shoulders and says, "Oh, I'm with him."
so good seeing getting
You know,
along so well.
interracial couples. So good to see. No, just kidding.
So if you could put green and black together, do you get GAC?
Jack is back.
Sorry, I did fucking make that terrible joke.
Isn't that
Nickelodeon
right,
GAC.
hubby?
Oh God,
He says.
Damn.
she's claiming that ass, son.
She
I
is like,
evacuate.
cracking up. Especially if you look at all awkward.
This is some intense time. Gonna shrug that arm off.
God.
Ugh.
All work and no play.
Currently.
Fine,
Currently.
fine. Business first, fun later. Let's get it.
Gotta do this. Gotta get his goal going, you know? His dick can wait.
If you say so, Captain. By your
Dicks.
orders.
Avast.
Aye, aye.
This is going too far.
Oh my God.
They can't do that. Or something.
Can't do that.
Oh, too fast.
Okay. But,
You zip up your pants.
I thank Frederick. And
Hard again, I see.
yes, I'm gonna have to fire you, Frank.
Frank Castle?
Frank West.
Frank Castle is thick.
So I think Frederick. I believe.
Good day. Goes back to sipping his tea and honey.
Oh no! Get that honey out of your mouth!
My scones! No.
Where's the jar? I know you're hiding it.
Where's the treasure?
Oh.
Where's Bane?
Fucking memes. So is it north or south, Josh?
For the it's looking at the map, it's east, but you're actually heading west towards the keep in game.
Hey.
Oh, that kind of fucks with my brain.
Yeah.
So we're going west?
Correct.
Okay.
Rafu, get the fuck out of my group.
Oh. Sorry.
Go in there with that weird gnome.
Hey, what's up?
What do they do?
Those guys? You would have seen him in passing by. It looks like a tinker shop. A lot of clockwork going on.
They tinker. Throw a grenade in there.
No!
That'll cause a huge pain.
Why are you so violent?
You know, because he's...
Say it.
You
Say
finished,
it.
you finished it in your head, so I didn't have to.
I said of elven descent.
Oh, I know the truth, and you know it too.
Yo, bring my nibblers, dude.
Fine.
They abandoned you.
No!
Live the king.
I fed them. I
Yeah.
breastfed them.
Oh God, no.
One of them even got some pussy.
One of them even got. He got a golden spoon.
Boss.
You killed a child.
As you're approaching the keep, though, you do notice there are quite.
Oh God, I gotta remember his name. Go on.
You don't remember the guy who?
No, I got it.
He's not far.
I found it.
Yeah. But as you approach the keep, you do see plenty of soldiers. You hear the noise of training. You even see the one of the other people that you assume were one of the other probably doubled in size. Another one of his kind. Let me just drop this in real quick. Oh, there we are.
Oh, he's so big.
As he's kind of moving around, literally small trees, probably about 40 to 60 feet for some of them, and kind of just planting them in the holes, and the rest of the crew's there, kind of improving and adding more of the barricades and setting up houses in other areas of the fort. He seems to be doing the majority of the heavy lifting, as the rest seem to be just doing more of the finite work. He's just kind of lugging everything around pretty heftily.
He looks like he makes fire rise. Or leaves people in wreckage.
He will break you.
Of course.
So, at this point, you can see he's in the deeper
What
areas.
race is he?
Him, for the look of it, he looks like he's a half ogre.
Half ogre? Holy shit.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Oh, dude, he could take on that half orc.
See, like, in the case of a half ogre, you really have to think, like, I really do hope it was an orc female and, a human male, because I mean the other way around.
Oh, God. That man did not survive. But, no.
Oh man. Now these images are in my head.
Oh! As, you push into the train.
Early drink.
You do hear the clash of swords. Obviously, some there are very dull, others there are wood. The other more weathered-looking soldiers are actually using their full-on blades and practice and stopping just before cutting. You could see them just kind of going through the typical drills of the day, and the fresher soldiers in the area where you come in. You could see Raful's got probably 15 or so soldiers as he's instructing them in the way of even just properly holding the blade, so if somebody tries to disarm them, it wouldn't slip out of their hands instantly. With relative ease, as he's kind of showing on the target, you can hear him call out and yell as for him to hold his blade out in a way he thinks it's more comfortable, and just immediately kind of slips the blade underneath the hilt and just swipes it away from him, kind of showing how poor of a style that would be, and how bad a combat situation could be against anyone who's at least a little more versed in the way of the sword. At the same time, you can see they have what looks like a very large wooden dummy with a lot of hay strapped to it. It looks more of like a monster kind of setup, and he keeps giving instructions to each of the different soldiers. There's two others that have ropes on either side, kind of just pulling it back and forth, kind of like trying to make it look like a head sway of a giant beast. A few of the other novice soldiers kind of get battered around as they get too close, as they're trying to strike it where you assume the head of this hay monstrosity would be. But he turns around, he kind of notices your group and tells everyone to keep practice the drill.
I say under my breath so that only my friends can hear. Looks like I'm not the only green one here.
Fucking, you're just spitting hot fire. Are you sure you aren't a dragonborn?
Oh, fuck.
Oh, fucking damn. So, fucking, that was good. That was really fucking good.
I'm impressed with myself, actually.
As fucking Raful approaches, he kind of waves at him like, "Well, Nak, I'm glad you've come. I know the Knight Commander has been eager to meet your group." He kind of looks over everyone, sees the good size and very unique diversity in between all of you. Oh, be very good. I know he was hoping you'd be taking up some of the jobs here. Please follow me. As he kind of starts leading the way to the more central keep that's built up in stone. It's been quite a long time since the Knight Commander has had any reliable parties aside from the few rangers. Though, I'll be discussing more of that when we get into a more private area. As he leads you in, you can tell there's slightly more nicer furnishings. A few other things here and there clearly brought over, kind of gold-threaded chairs and velvet. Others that have full banners and drapes, some with the Waterdeep symbol, others with the kind of like a Waterdeep symbol, but then one symbol beside it, looking kind of like a castle with a light behind it, and you can tell it's kind of supposed to be the addition of Western to the Waterdeep colonies. Had a brain fart there. As you go further in, you can see what looks like more of a grand table, and one man adorned with very heavy gold plate armor of very large flail. Almost elderly looking, but still standing tall and strong. His scar over the brow of his head and a fairly large white beard. As you approach, you see Raful quickly salute. My lord, these were the people I had mentioned before. They are definitely a lot tougher looking than most of the traders have been coming through, and mentioned, Velnak here mentioned that they were looking for work. As he kind of turns and finishes dealing with the other knights beside him, he starts coming around the table to greet you all. Good evening. My name is Lilthan Ladrin.
Lilthan Ladrin. That's a fucking name.
Was his mother punched in the mouth when she named him?
You're too cruel.
I welcome you to Western. I'm ecstatic to see more able-bodied people. He kind of looks at all of your weapons, especially Kesh's maul, but kind of purses his lips a little, seeing your green skin.
Ooh. Ooh.
One of those types.
Exotic.
Well, weren't they like in a war with the orcs, right?
Yeah, they were. The whole place is just recently liberated from orcs.
Yeah.
Oh, God. Oh. You definitely have an interesting group here. I could tell just from the sponsor shirt that you're Velnak, and quite an interesting pet you have there, as he looks down at Raziel. Who might be the rest of you, so I at least know who I'm addressing.
This is my crew. This is Argent.
Hi.
And the other. Fuck, I
thought
can't.
you were about to say, and the others.
And the others. Oh God.
They're on the fucking map. You can see their names.
No, I was thinking of like
Just
ship
say their
names
names.
and
They're right
ship
there.
names, but I was like, fuck ship names. We're just gonna go down the line. Flora,
A pleasure.
Keshi,
Hello.
Chandran, and Ilmra.
They both bow in respect.
They bow. Ooh, they bow. Ooh.
At this point,
Keshi rolls her eyes.
And the others.
Holy shit. Apu is strapped.
Yo, that
What?
nigga's strapped.
At the,
Look at him.
At this point, God, you see the young half elf that bumped into you, Arjun Kesh, when you were down at the docks. He quickly comes running in, and he kind of stays silent, like, "Oh, at ease, lad. I had hoped to get a slight assistance in, well, dealing with something that's a little bit of a questionable nature. I hope I can confide in you some information to stay a little quiet and away from the townsfolk's ears for the time being."
As long as the price is right.
Of course. We do still have gold, I know. Not every one of you here would possibly stay, so I would imagine more material items would be more ideal as payment.
Yes.
The lad here managed to get out to one of our lumber camps that kind of scout out some of the trees that are brought back to the mill. Unfortunately, when he got there, there was nobody to be seen. He saw a few footprints and tracks, and whether the young half-elf kind of hands out a cloth as he kind of gets to this point. Also, Kesh, you do notice there's a few shot glasses on. Well, they look like shot. They're like small whiskey glasses made of gold and silver on the table. Just double check something real quick.
Is this nigga stealing right now?
So, as he turns around, the young elf kind of hands him a cloth rag, and then he reveals it, and it looks to be like some kind of orc totem. We have reason to believe some of the more savage folk that lived here have a few remnants running around. It'd be rather unfortunate to admit that one of our lumber camps that scout out better trees have been unfortunately attacked, but there doesn't seem to be much evidence of a battle. And he kind of takes out the what looks like blow darts beside the totem and sets them on the table. We found many of these around. Unfortunately, we had no other evidence. There were no bodies, no people around. I was hoping to get your assistance in this matter and have you go look around the swamps and maybe find out what happened to them. There are a few bridges that go deep, a few paths here and there that you could stick to. I don't expect you to spend too many days out there, but come to stay, fucking damn it. I don't expect you to stay out there for too long. The swamp can be quite harsh on a few nights. I would like you to take the lad as good faith and favor to have him report back to me and tell me of what he saw with you. As also just good safety's sake to have a little better trust once you come back. His name's Weatherfin. Step forward. And as he kind of steps forward excitedly, you can see the long sword on his back. Looks pretty beaten up, very used. Looks like he's gone through a lot of training with it. He's like, I'm really excited to go out and travel with all you. You can see he's like very lost for words, and he's like looking at all of you like stars in his eyes.
Universe, don't kill the nice man.
Yeah. And at this point, as he's kind of like stumbling over his words, like Raful kind of steps forward, puts a hand on his shoulder, like, calm down. Now, I understand that it'll be it'll be hard to convince you, but I was thinking of 300 gold for each of you. You keep whatever you find out there. I know the savages probably have found a few interesting bits here and there. But if you do find them, wipe them out. And for every piece of evidence and every orc that I hear from Weatherfin, I'll gladly throw in for another 50 gold a head for everyone you kill.
We can make bank.
At this point, he kind of looks to Cash like, I hope this isn't an issue for some of you.
I am no savage. I'm only a savage to those I like.
Damn.
Spooky.
Oh, glad to have you on our side then. Nonetheless, is this sound adequate? As long as Weatherfin returns, I don't think we should have any issues.
So we are to ensure his survival.
Preferably, yes. At this point, like, you could see Weatherfin is like, even though that's said, you can tell he's like not even phased by it. He looks like somebody who's just seen knights
Like
that just
starstruck?
knights that just walked in. Like, this is his first real adventure.
Aw. Feel bad
This
for
is
him.
gonna hurt.
Our first quest is an escort quest.
I hope he at least moves at our pace.
I mean, we have like 2 quests technically that we could do, and they're both escort quests.
Well, investigating the watermill is not an escort. Just saying.
And while you're going out to the watermill, please escort our apprentice guard. He needs some experience.
Get him in there.
We'll pay you an extra 3 copper if he comes back alive.
Fuck, man.
Oh shit!
Well,
Real shit.
God. So,
I guess we're gonna set up, and I guess, yeah.
oh, so you accept?
Alright. Does anybody else have any issues? I turn to
I'm not
Squad.
This sounds like a good starting point.
Keshi will make eye contact with the old man. I've killed for a lot less.
Don't worry. I'm sure there's plenty of things that I can. I can send you after that will slate your eagerness for such things.
What did you just say to me? Because no, that's the shit cut out for me.
Slate your eagerness for such things.
I'll have you know I have over 300 confirmed kills.
No, not you! Executor. No.
She can shoot her.
She can do that. Shoot her.
Okay.
I figured we'd get at least one combat in before ending the night, if that's alright with you, Nick.
Alright.
At this point, you
Josh, I can't go any longer, dude.
Alright, so we'll just get to the point where you set out and then call it there, so we
Okay.
can just get straight into it next time.
Yeah, because I'll get like 6 hours of sleep at this point.
Oh, I'm sorry, man. Thank you for sticking with me.
Yeah, it's okay.
But,
I mean, yeah, your thing turn off still.
yeah. But, at this point, Weatherfriend's like, I can't wait. I'll be the one showing you the way to the camp. Hopefully, we can find some evidence of the others.
Then, this is going to be a very short mission. If this guy dies, you should assign someone to guard him at all times. she kind of says through like grit, like her teeth, and whispering, "Not me."
That's a great idea. You should guard him.
Oh no!
Fucking
Nah.
dare.
I mean, ignoring them, Flora will actually step up to him and be like, "Stay close to me, child. And if there is danger, stay behind me."
Terrifying doll woman. Come close to my cold porcelain arms.
At,
Don't
the,
look into my red eyes.
at this point, he actually
will
kind of looks up. He's like, "Cool." I'm sorry. Sir, madam. Yes, I'll stick by your side.
Good, good.
Good, Anakin.
Good.
Huh.
Good.
Well, either way, I'll be eagerly awaiting your report, and if you find anything else of interest, do tell me. I'll be gladly paying you extra for such information. Can't be too sure around these new lands. I want to make sure I know about everything I can.
It is reassuring to know that your coffers are full. Do we get anything in advance before we set off to the swamp to possibly die?
You're fucking playing the high notes, aren't you?
He purses his lips a little after hearing that. He's like, "Oh, it would be only fair." He kind of looks to the night, just waves him over with a finger.
Pointy finger.
Yeah. The soldier quickly steps like, "I want you to get half of the payment now. It's a good favor. It'd be rude not to." And after that, he just quickly goes off. You can see him go towards the stairs, towards the back, and runs up real quick. Only takes about a few minutes before he comes down. Hands out a bag of 100 gold to each of you. And also, at this point, you could see the...
Wait.
What?
Now, I'm not the best at math, but that is not half of what was promised. It was 300 and half is 150, right? And he just handed us 100?
Yep. So, that's my faux pas. So, he would hand you 150.
Oh, okay. I thought this guy was trying to rip us off.
No.
I count my
Tries to give
money.
the orc less money.
Yeah. Yeah, just you cash 100 gold. No. At this point, you see this.
I made up for it as I pat my pockets.
Ooh. As you see the soldier pass by Weatherfin, you kind of see him slip a small bag, and he looks inside real quick. Those standing next to Weatherfin, like Flora and whoever else sees, he gave him 3 health potions. And the soldier just kind of gives him a nod and then kind of walks back to his post in the council chamber.
Oh, thank God. Maybe he won't die.
Good luck out there, rookie.
At this point, you could see Glyphon kind of supported, like, "Oh, now that I believe that should suffice for the time if you need extra supplies. I know many of the townsfolk are quite eager to get a nice physical coin again, not just paper."
Very well. I believe we can
Would
set
use
out
paper
now.
money.
Paper money? How barbaric.
I prefer cards of plastic.
Oh.
Maybe you swipe in some kind of arcane machine.
What is this plastic? No.
You have to charge it. With magic, of course.
Like Residium. I see.
Yeah.
Interesting.
And every time you buy something, you say, charge it.
Oh.
Sorry.
Arcane charges in a car.
Silly.
But at this point, you could see Weatherfin kind of like sidles up beside Flora and just like very eager. You could see him kind of like shifting back and forth
Yeah.
as you all head
do
out
we
to
leave?
start buying your supplies.
We're setting the fuck out.
As we're going, I say to the captain, I hope you don't mind me getting us a slightly better deal. I mean, you weren't saying anything.
No, it's fine.
After all,
It
we
does.
do need some supplies.
It does make sense.
So, Kesh, once you get a chance to examine some of your other goods,
Oh, yes.
you managed to get another nice extra 80 gold in value from what you got.
Ooh.
Fucking
very
stealing
nice.
from the town.
I told you I don't lick any boots.
You managed to get about 4 of those nice little shot glasses. So
Nice.
20 gold each for those, as they're very finely made with nice detail in gold and silver.
When he finds out that German skin stole my shot glasses.
Yes.
He'll probably think it was one of the drow first. I mean, right?
Wow, that's just uncalled for.
Wow.
Being anti-drow in this day and age.
Wow, I'm putting you right under the bus. Yeah, officer, she stole it.
Quick, shoot him! The black man's resisting!
Yeah, that's how it's gonna end.
Drops a hand crossbow by his corpse.
See, look at this. Oh, look, he even has meth.
They always have hand crossbows
They're always
in their
concealed.
pants.
Sprinkle some poison on him in an empty vial. Looks like case of mist poisoning.
Oh, God.
Oh my god.
That's what I like to hear.
Oh, God.
Come on.
Alright, so you guys headed in town. Weatherfin's kind of just like watching everyone very eagerly. You can tell this is probably like his first outing, really. He's got such a greenhorn look to him that's unreal. But I think we'll stop off here as you go into town and buy some extra supplies, and then start making your way out towards the forest and the swamp areas, and we'll pick up from there.
Cool. Yeah, I do apologize. It's just
Oh no,
Yeah,
it's
early.
fucking late, and hopefully I'll be able to get back to my normal schedule in January, which is going to be soon enough.
Oh yeah, this month's gonna blaze by.
Oh fuck yeah!
And I can't wait for Slayer bells
Oh yes.
coming.
Oh,
We do it every year.
I love that tradition.
And we gotta listen to that that one
The fucking
playlist.
Oh yeah, I gotta find that again. I think
Yeah,
my
that was a
computer
good
erased it.
one. All right, good night, y'all. It was fun.